Ladies and gentlemen, this is a late night show on the Football Power Hour. Me, botswanapapi. Oh, we having some feedback, but I think we're good now. But I just want to thank you for being here because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and that I immensely appreciate. I also want to just say, if you're watching this, you're probably over the hump of your week. So you deserve a pat on the back. You deserve some applause. You deserve a little celebration because guess what? We're now gliding into the Premier League match day 13. Oh, I cannot wait for the Premier League to resume. Manchester United will be facing Everton, of course. And then also there's like another tasty fixture. Oh, we're going to be doing the watch-alongs, and we'll talk about that. But today, really, the main course for today, the main topic that we're going to address is Jose Mourinho. One of my all-time favorite managers ever. Top 5 dead or alive. He is now in his 3rd year at Roma, if my math is mathing right. But the main thing is, if you know something about this serial winner, this serial mentality monster called Jose Mourinho, highly, sophisticated tactician. If you know anything about him, is that he's got something called the 3rd year syndrome. Ooh. Jose Mourinho is somebody who has got a 3rd season syndrome, which is something that we're going to talk about. And then we're also going to talk about Man United and the injury boosts that sort of coinciding with this match day 13 as it's approaching. By the way, as I said earlier on, my name is botswanapapi. It's the Football Power Hour. Hit the like button before you forget, before you fall asleep, because I know it's very late right now. It's probably just going to be me talking to myself. First things first, we gotta say big up to you, Khan, in the building. Imran Khan, I hope that you're well. I hope that you're doing good, and I hope that you're over the hump of your week, because right now I am excited that the Premier League is gonna be back, and I cannot wait. By the way, Stephanie also in the house. Big up to Steph. I hope that you are doing good and that you are also in a positive space now, like considering that the week is almost done. The big job is almost done. Like we did the hard part. I always feel like the hard part is getting to Wednesday on most weeks, it's just getting to the peak, But anyway, we're here. Let's talk Jose Mourinho real quick. Why? Jose Mourinho, guys, if we just want to just give it a little bit of context and say, remember Jose Mourinho, as I was mentioning, that he has something called a 3rd season syndrome. This is something that is actually statistically, you could put some serious argument on it and say, look at how his trophies look like. Of course, this graphic is a few years old, but Jose Mourinho's 3rd year syndrome and silverware is actually looking like something that, you could be concerned about and say, usually on his first year, he averages like 8 trophies. I mean, not averages. He's accumulated 8 trophies, and then in his second year, he's accumulated 11 trophies, and third year, 6 trophies.
Oh my God!
Now, some people could be like, oh, well, it's a coincidence, whatever, you don't read too much into it. But there is something about this guy. Big up to Steph for mentioning we got 4 likes, by the way. Oh, I appreciate you. I didn't expect that anybody would be awake. This is a very, very late night stream. So I are strongly, immensely 5 likes now, 10 people. Please, bare minimum. Exactly. Especially now because we got 7 people watching. Oh, man, the numbers are going up. But Jose Mourinho's numbers are not going up on the third year. So this is what we're talking about. This man is somebody I admire, but we have to mention, ever since his winning seasons at, say, you can trace it back to Porto. Porto, he climbed from 5th in league to finishing 3rd after taking over in his first year. Second year, he wins the Primera Liga, the title. Third year, he wins again, the league title. He wins the Champions League. He wins the Portuguese Super Cup. And then what? He goes to join Chelsea. Guess what? After Chelsea, Premier League champion, Champions League semifinals. Second year, he goes again, wins the Premier League. He wins the Community Shield as well. And then third year, Premier League runner-up, Champions League finalist. And then right after the third year, he leaves. By mutual consent, right? Pretty much at the beginning of the following season. He goes to Inter Milan, Serie A champion. What happens after that? Not only does he win the Supercoppa Italiana, and then he goes to win the Serie A championship title again the following season, Champions League winner, Coppa Italia winner, and then before even the third season this time around with his Inter Milan stint, he goes to Real Madrid. What happens after that? Copa del Rey, similar pattern, basically. After the third year, he leaves by mutual consent.
Oh my God!
Goes back to Chelsea again for the second stint at Chelsea. And then fast forward that, on the third year, he dips again.
Get out of here, man!
From Roman Abramovich, or him, by mutual consent, however way they phrased it. But he left Chelsea in December of his third year. This is on his second stint at Chelsea. Goes to Manchester United. We all know what happened. First year, we won the Europa League Cup winners. 6th in the Premier League, but following year, what he termed or coined the biggest achievement in his career, coming second with the squad that he had. And then FA Cup, right? Runner up. Third year, we know what happened. Of course, there's some outliers in this thing. The Spurs one is a little bit crazy because, Daniel Levy pulled a madness and sacked him right before an opportunity to win some silverware. So he goes from there to Spurs. From Spurs to Roma. Then when he gets to Roma now, he does an incredible thing where in the first year, Roma hadn't won silverware, I think, since the 60s or something like that. And he wins the Europa Conference League. Right? Typical Jose Mourinho impact, coming in, having a little bit of you're making sure that you open up the trophy cabinet. That's how it goes. But then, guess what? Second year, he goes to the Europa League final and he loses narrowly by in penalties. You remember with Sevilla, when Mourinho came into the parking lot and wanted to talk to the referee and said, "It's a fucking disgrace what you did," because rightfully so. Mourinho was denied a penalty in that match that could have pretty much changed the fortune. It wouldn't have gone to penalties. It was a penalty that during the game, that was really much, you could say that was unfair refereeing. But anyway, Jose Mourinho now, he is now in his third year at Roma. And now the year did not really start off well. It's actually started off as one of the worst starts that he's had to his career as a manager, especially like in the first like 6 or 7 games. He was really in the mud around 15th, 16th. But now, if you look at the Serie A table, after 12 matches played, just like in the Premier League, Roma sits 7th. Roma sits 7th behind Fiorentina, Atalanta, Napoli, Milan, Juventus, and Inter Milan. That's leading the race right now. But here's the thing. It was such a weird what would you say? Weird like results that Jose Mourinho had, because it started off, with I think it started off with a draw and went on to be a loss. It started the first game in the season, was a draw, and then it went to be a loss to Verona, a loss to Milan, and then an emphatic 7-0 victory versus Empoli, right? And then Europa League win, draw in the league versus Torino, loss again. And it just felt like up until the end of September, it was horrible for Jose Mourinho until pretty much when October started. That's when Roma started turning things around in the league, in the Serie A, and with a 2-0 win, and then a 4-1 win after that, 1-0 win after that. And then it just seemed like even the game that they played versus Inter Milan, they lost 1-0 to Inter Milan, and Inter scored on the 81st minute. And Mourinho was typical Mourinho masterclass, where he limited Inter Milan to having 3 shots on target, and Roma only had 1 shot on target. And it was the 3rd shot that was pretty much the thing that changed the game. But otherwise, it would have been one of those games where Roma draw versus Inter Milan, just like they did this season versus Lazio? Yes, versus Lazio. It was a 0-0, away performance. Important 1 point for Roma there. So anyway, so they find themselves in this situation where they're 7th now. And the thing about it is, in the summer, Jose Mourinho did receive an offer from the Saudis.
Oh my God!
From the Saudi Pro League, somebody was interested in Jose Mourinho, and they actually approached the man. And, he pledged his allegiance. Credit to him, as I'm talking about this 3rd season syndrome, credit to him, he pledged his allegiance to Roma and did not fall for the bag that was being dangled at him by the big Saudi players, But it's still one of those things where that the Saudi people were like, do you really want to go into this 3rd season again? Stephanie says Jose is a serial winner. I agree. And at the same time, Stephanie, you can make the argument that Jose Mourinho is a short-term fix for whatever club because of this 3rd season syndrome. Why do I keep calling it 3rd year? I guess it's appropriate, but it's coined the 3rd season syndrome of Jose Mourinho. That's what we're talking about. If you're just joining in, we have 10 people watching. Big up to all of you. Big shout out, whatever part of the world you're watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Even if you do not comment, you can also just let me know which part of the world you're at. If you're new to the channel, I really, really warmly welcome you and encourage you to comment on this late night stream. There's some late night settings. Anyway, the topic is Jose Mourinho and what could potentially be next for Jose Mourinho, because as we mentioned, there had been some contact from the Saudis, but then also, as per Fabrizio, I have to mention this when I mention the Saudi Pro League. This is Fabrizio saying, Jose Mourinho said, I think one day I will join Saudi Pro League.
Oh my God!
I think I will go and coach there. Yes.
Jesus!
But that day won't be tomorrow or after tomorrow. You know, Jose Mourinho talks in parables, you know. He's like a wise man. He's just trying to say, like, that day is not soon, but he's like, that day is not going to be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, which is a very poetic phrasing by the special one. It's a special phrasing, but that's what I miss about him. And I kind of, since we're talking about Jose's next steps, I hope that it's Premier League is tomorrow. Saudi League is the day after tomorrow, if you get what I'm saying. You know? Jose Mourinho deserves to be, we deserve to have the Jose Mourinho experience back in the Premier League. Hit the like button if you agree. This man is heavily missed in the Premier League, especially by me. I missed the press conferences, Jose Mourinho, the swag that he has, the tactics that he also brings. And he's just one of those people that is so, you know, that he has to win. As Stephanie has mentioned, he's a serial winner. He has to be winning something soon. I mean, Roma is still in the Europa League. He still has a chance for that. You can't say like he's in contention to win the Serie A, even though stranger things have happened. But when we talk about it, he's 7th right now in the Serie A league standings, you know. And with 4 losses, if he could keep him maybe to like a minimal of maybe 6 or 8. But even if you look at last season's winner had 4 losses in total, and that was Napoli. And the year before that, it was Milan that won the Serie A with 4 losses. So mathematically, Jose Mourinho, I think he's reached the limit in terms of losses if you're talking about maybe being up there in the Serie A. So maybe the best thing that could happen in this next step for Mourinho at Roma is, you know, top 4 battle and maybe winning that Europa League title again, since he went all the way to the final this year. And what makes you anybody think that Mourinho cannot do that? It's definitely in the realm of possibilities. But something also that's in the realm of possibilities is the fact that he was asked about this Real Madrid job. He was asked about Real Madrid and Ancelotti. You know, we all know that Carlo Ancelotti's next stop is rumored to be Brazil. And Jose Mourinho said this on Ancelotti and Brazil. He said, "I think only a crazy person like me can leave Real Madrid without the club wanting to. I left even though Real Madrid and Jose Sanchez wanted me to stay. I'm sure that Carlo will decide to stay as soon as Florentino Perez calls him." That was Mourinho on Ancelotti and his next chapter, and you know what Florentino Perez might or might not do. But this is the thing: is that last statement is like, I'm sure that Carlo will decide to stay as soon as Perez calls him. Sometimes, you know, you can give away some things and, you know, without knowing that you're giving away some things. I don't know. There's something that's kind of conditional a little bit about that statement, which made me think, could Jose Mourinho potentially go to Real Madrid? For me, I think he'd cook, you know, with that new talent that Real Madrid have. Vinicius's and the Rodrygos and the Bellinghams. Jose Mourinho would cook. He even went on to say, when he was asked about replacing Ancelotti specifically, he said, rejoining Real Madrid to replace Ancelotti? Perez is super smart. He already has a super manager. Why thinking of another? I'm a Madridista, and I hope Ancelotti will stay there. He's the perfect coach for Real Madrid. These were the words of Jose Mourinho, talking about the potential possibility of rejoining Real Madrid. For me, when he mentions, you know, he squeezes in like I'm a Madridista. I'm like, okay, Jose, putting his name in contention without really putting his name, without saying much. He has a special way of using his words. That's why he's a special one. And for me, I miss Jose Mourinho's press conferences so much. Big up to you. Where do you think, if you're just joining in, where do you think Mourinho's next destination should be if he were to leave Roma this season? Manj is in the building. R10 says, Jose the politician. Big up Football Power Hour community. Big up to you, R10. I hope that you're doing good. Where do you think Jose Mourinho should go? Manj, R10, Stephanie, all 11 people of you that are tuned in right now. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you just give me a little bit of a suggestion of what you think Mourinho's next destination could. For me, okay, with Madrid he would cook, but imagine if Jose Mourinho was not, if Tuchel was not at Bayern, Jose Mourinho would be the perfect coach to get that Bayern team to cook with Kane. Oh Lord, we would see a Champions League go all the way to Germany so fast. No. Coutinho in the building. Big up, man. Coutinho says Newcastle. Yo, Mourinho would. Newcastle. Yeah. They actually don't play football that's very far away from Mourinho's style of football right now, as we kind of like, as it's been branded. But you're right. Very, very robust, very difficult, defensively is Newcastle's like identity right now. So like Mourinho would just slide, Coutinho for director of football for Newcastle. That's my nomination for you. That's actually a really good successive managerial proposition, Coutinho. Like, yeah, big up to you for that. Mourinho definitely fits Newcastle. It's like Eddie Howe could go to Roma as well and excel over there, Man says Mourinho should go to the Saudi Pro League.
Oh my God!
I think it's too hot right now for Mourinho to be going to the Saudi Pro League. He still has a lot to offer, man. Don't you think? Or you are one of those people there's some people that are in the school of thought that Mourinho's football tactics are washed. He's like Rafa Benitez football. They think like that is dinosaur tactics. But if you look at how what's his name, the Moroccan manager Walid Regragui was playing also, he made him. You could also, I guess that one is also a type of football that's very suited for tournament type base football. It's not always like something that you could sustain in a 38 match day series. It's like having a whole like league to play like that. It would probably not fly, but I don't know. Saudi Pro League, I feel like it's too soon, man. I feel it's too soon for Mourinho to go there, but fair enough. Archen says, yeah, Newcastle, he'll take them to the next level. He agrees with you. Coutinho. Benidra says Jose is a madman. I only enjoy his sound bites. We need that football heritage, man. We need a new one, right? Respect, man. He's given us some classic sound bites. Him and Antonio Conte. Anyway, that is Jose Mourinho, and potentially, if it's not Saudi Pro League, if it's not Newcastle, if it's not Real Madrid, if it's not Bayern Munich, he could also get a tune out of that PSG team. In my opinion, I feel like he could take them further than Luis Enrique. I don't know what you think, but I feel like the special one still has a special place in football. I do not feel like his tactics are washed at this very moment. I want to see him come back. And we're about to get into the very, very, very busy part of the Premier League where this season so far, we have not seen a sacking yet. We have not seen a manager, being told you gotta go. So Jose Mourinho, maybe also he might just bite his time and just wait and see who's the next big manager that's going to be losing the job? Will Pochettino still be, in the job at Christmas? Will who else is also like Ange Postecoglou? that ship can plummet all the way down. Guys, the Spurs turbulence,
Yeah, but Tottenham, it's the history of the Tottenham.
It could happen that Spurs just keep on going down and down and down. I don't know if that is me being too harsh and underestimating them too much, but I just feel like it's not a far-fetched thing that Spurs could keep on plummeting. But anyway, big up to you, by the way, if you're just tuning in. My name is botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour. We've been talking about Jose Mourinho and his potential next stops. What do you think should be his next stop, if at all he leaves Roma? He's been so committed. I just want to close that button, this point of the conversation with this button, and say Jose Mourinho has sort of preached the same way Pep has now stayed in mancity for so long, and that surprised us. It's big up to you, Coutinho. It's sort of interesting that Jose Mourinho now, he's this long-term futuristic coach for Bayern Munich, So I am a little bit curious how this project is going to unravel as time goes on. Anyway, Stephanie says Jodi's might go for him if Eddie Howe doesn't work out. You think? Yeah, it's one of those things, like Coutinho suggested it, and I also feel like it's a real possibility. Everybody in the house is like, yeah, Manch is probably also next England manager. Gareth Southgate with his fossil football is also not a big switch of tactics. You're being too harsh on Spurs. They will be back, says R10. All right, if they come back,
We will be there. We'll be there.
They do not come back.
We will be there. We'll be there.
It's gonna be one of those interesting ones to watch, because the decline of it, oh my goodness, I do not want to talk about it too much. Anyway, talking about segueing on to other things, let's talk about the injury boosts that we are now experiencing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now big news that Tyrell Malacia is also closing in on a return to action at Manchester United. Coutinho and all our ops, you guys better watch out, because Tyrell, when he gets in the picture as well, we got Cedric Young, we got Luke Shaw also coming through. Yo, we about to start cooking. We are about to start really cooking. I am so excited about this because it's been a while. It's been a while since we had that back four that was really, really solid. That had Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Lisandro Martinez. Martinez is not really back with the squad training yet, but he's obviously on an individualized training program, and it's just a matter of time. Coutinho. It's just a matter of time until we see a proper back line that Manchester United has, that I've been hoping that they could start building with Andre Onana. This is the whole reason why we got Onana, so that he could start building with these guys, and really we could see those passes, those penetrative passes from the defender into the midfielder or straight to the striker. And Lisandro, nobody else can do it like Lisandro. Nobody else can do it like Lisandro. He's probably, for me, in my opinion, I like Thiago Silva. I He doesn't have those passes like the line-breaking passes. These are the passes that are so integral to Ten Hag's playing style. That's why I'm so excited about the eminent return of Lisandro Martinez. But Luke Shaw is definitely going to be back in the building. And also another update that I freaked out about a few days ago in the as we're talking about the international games and so forth, it was when on the same day when Andre Onana and Marcus Rashford got injured, and I was like, we can't catch a break.
Oh my God!
We are cursed FC. But you know what? Andre Onana, ladies and gentlemen, the news on the rumor mill is that Andre Onana is hoping to be fit, and I think Andre Onana will be fit for the game versus Everton. I'm excited about that. I am so. Andre Onana hopes to be fit for the match against Everton on Sunday. Reports by Rob Dawson of ESPN. Big up to Rob Dawson. We know him to be very credible. Spurs, when did they arrive? Says Manj. I was getting Boss, don't hype mediocre players like Malacia and Shaw, please. End the stream, bro. Manj, you are not ready for Luke Shaw to serve Rasmus Haaland, my friend. This is the combination that Manj and a lot of Manchester United supporters are not ready for. Luke Shaw crossing the ball to Rasmus Haaland. We will be there. Luke Shaw progressing the ball the only way that Luke Shaw does, especially when he has a player that is competing with him, like Serge Reguilon. You guys are not ready to see this Luke Shaw combination, this Luke Shaw partnership that's about to now. You've been wondering why Marcus Rashford has been struggling. It's because, Manj, you forgot that Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford are a deadly
combination.
Come on, man. Come on. Those guys have had so many years of chemistry, not just in the England national squad, but at Manchester United. This is partially why Marcus Rashford has not been, anytime he cuts in, he has 3 people to deal with. Now Luke Shaw will be overlapping, taking one person out the equation, and Rashford will be able to finally take his shot. And you'll see the finesse shot because of Luke Shaw's presence. And I told you right now here on the Football Power Hour that Luke Shaw, Haaland, Rashford
combination.
We're not ready. I know. Rashford has been atrocious. I know. I am not discrediting that at all. But I'm just saying this, our season is about to begin. Be ready, Manj. Big up to Luen, who just got home and who's just joining in. Happy hump day, Luen. Stephanie says, 3rd time lucky. Yeah, Chelsea's another option for Jose. Now Roman has left the building. If Jose went back to Chelsea, I'd actually be really, really scared, because if Jose Mourinho has that people always just look at him as just like a defensive coach, but they forget that he plays his Inter Milan side, his Real Madrid side. They were different. His Porto side. They were all different. And he just works with what he has and figures out a way to make sure that team, of course, he makes sure the first thing is that Jose Mourinho addresses defense first before offense. Everybody is different. Every coach has their own way of working on things. But, you could argue that Wenger is probably somebody who works on offense first, But anyway, but the point is, Mourinho, you know that, he is somebody that has different profiles of playing. And it's just lately that he's been labeled as a very, very park the bus, defensive coach type of guy. But that's not really all that he can do. He has ways of, playing that are different from what people always brand him to, you know. And I believe Park the Bus is something that came about because of Jose Mourinho football tactics, you know. Coutinho says these players are coming back for eriktenhag last few weeks. Pray for December 18th.
Right here, man.
Coutinho says eriktenhag, you get out of here, bro. Nah, December 18th, bro. You know what? Ten Hag will be, the team will be playing Ten Hag ball. Don't forget, bro. By December 18th, right now, added on to the injury boost that we've been talking about, we have been having this boy who's been getting sharper and sharper. He go by the name of Kobe Mano. Coutinho, you're not ready, you know. December 18th, Liverpool, they're not ready. They are not ready. I am confident that as soon as we play Everton and get a positive result, our season is going to actually start. Well, now in that point, as Percy, who subscribed to this channel, always makes fun of me. I always say, "Oh, our season starts now. Our season starts now." This time around, the season has started. This is like I consider this season, this point in the season where, you know, if we're in like, you know, university or college, it's like, or you're just entering, it's like one of those things where we've done the introductory modules. We're now entering the really nuts and bolts of things. We're entering the nitty-gritty stage of things. We're past the intro to macro, intro to micro. We're now in the real thing where we're solving problem sets now, fam. We're really doing it's like the season. If you are not ready now, then you'll never be ready. Rashford, Martial, guys, all these players that we've written off, just give him a few days. 2 match days. We're going to see some things. I know we have a lot of 007 agents. I know our forwards are the least productive forwards in the league right now with only 1 goal to that name. But let the season really begin. Let the season begin, and because we have Luke Shaw in there, we have Rashford in there, our left-hand side is going to start being productive at Manchester United, because so far, let's be honest, a lot of our goals have come from the right. Even in the Champions League, Marcus Rashford on the right. A lot of our goals have come from the right, so much that I could almost put a very, very, very loose, say like over 50-60% of our goals have come from the right this season. It's one of those things, one of those like loose statistics that I feel like I'm almost right with it. Arteta says, "Continue. Eriktenhag is the antagonist in a hero movie. He ain't going anywhere." Manch says, "Boss, don't do this. Luke Poole has just 17 assists in 10 years. Manch. This conversation right now is not that. I know the conversation you're trying to have, which we should have in at the end of the season. But right now, the focus should be on how Luke Shaw is going to gel with Rasmus Højlund. That cross from deep, he knows also how to overlap. He knows also how to, even if when he gets the ball in the overlap, he knows how to pick a pass. He doesn't just cross it blindly. We saw Victor Lindelof play left back and actually create a goal for Manchester United from that position. But that goal was not really natural. It was stiff, you know. It was not a really proper, you know, the impact of Luke Shaw on that left back position is going to be very, very immense. Even if Ten Hag puts him on left center back, it is still going to be even more immense, because I feel we're just entering into that stage where the injuries that we've had that have hampered us to play the football that we are actually supposed to be playing right now, you know, it's about to start appearing. Just wait, watch this space. We will have this conversation. We already read that one. Big up to you, Luen, by the way. Stephanie says, Papi, if United sign Everton's Onana, would you be happy? Oh, 2 Onanas or 5? Stephanie, if we have 2 Onanas, we're gonna have to be creative with our song now. Nah. And I'm saying nah, like, oh, nah, you know? Yeah, no, you just making that joke. I feel like before I make a proper assess, like my own opinion on Everton's Onana, I feel you just shoehorn that in to just make that joke. So anyway, I'll just withhold from that and go to R10's comment saying, Botsy said Rashford and Luen showed up. Rashford and Luen are connected. Like they, yeah. Match made in heaven. Stephanie says, big up to you, Luan. France, what happens if Pochettino beats Eriksen? You know what happens? I'll tell you what happens, Coutinho. If Poch beats Ten Hag, yeah, Poch gets 3 points. That's all that happens. Because eriktenhag is not going anywhere, Coutinho. I'm sorry. He's not. Even if we lose to Chelsea, he's not. In my opinion, you know, so here's the thing. I was actually just having this conversation a few hours ago and saying, leading up to when is the next Chelsea game? The next time that Man United is playing Chelsea is on the 6th, right? So, and prior to that, we're playing Newcastle and Everton in the league. So the conversation was, how many points do you think Man United will pick up versus Newcastle, Everton, and Chelsea? And I was like, 7 or 9. You heard it here first. I said it and I believe it with every fiber of my being. Everton, we will go there, face new allegation bounce, new charge bounce. We will still prevail. When we go to Newcastle, Turf Moor is a little bit of the trickiest places for me because I am actually wary of that, you know? That might be the place where we draw. But when we host Chelsea, come on, man.
Get right here, man.
That will be is going to be a step ladder. It's going to be a walkthrough, okay? It's going to be the thing about Chelsea, you know, Ten Hag has to make sure that he does not go toe-to-toe with Chelsea. We still have to, unfortunately, with the tools that we have, you know, until we have all the soldiers back. Like, I feel like the best way to play Chelsea is to not do what mancity did. What you guys did, Coutinho, was you fall into the trap. So right now, Ten Hag, and I know he knows the formula. He just has to execute it. Stephanie says, has everyone liked? 7 likes. We have 12 people at this very moment right now watching. Make sure you hit the like button, even if you're going to bed. I know it's very late over there. Gotta go because it's late, but so I catch you on Friday. Catch you on the happy hour, man. We're going to be wrapping up the show very soon anyway. Coutinho says, eriktenhag has no style of... Coutinho, stop saying eriktenhag because he's going to bomb you. United will need witness protection from Liverpool. Yeah. What are you talking about? Bro, I'm not even scared of Liverpool, you know. December 17th, that's when Man United plays Liverpool. And I think you said December 18th, but I feel like I know you're referring to this Liverpool fixture. So it's gonna be a big game. It's gonna be probably the biggest mentality test for Ten Hag to see really where we are, because we know how this game went last season when we went to Anfield, and it was an annihilation. It was a walk-through for Liverpool. So anyway, we will be there either way. Liverpool may need that witness protection, in my opinion, says R10. Yes. We will see. Mr. Muscle Show is close to returning to clean up, so to speak, says Stephanie. We will be there for that. Luke Shaw is ready, and he looks like he is buff, Because of Luke Shaw, I've actually started lifting again, just a little light program. Nothing crazy. Just working on the biceps, So big up to Luke Shaw for that. Shaw's impact will just fix one or two of many issues with the team. The whole team has to tick, in my opinion. R10 is not buying the theory that I'm putting forth today. R10 is not fully convinced. Luke Shaw is the gravy that we needed in this stale food that eriktenhag has been cooking for us, R10. That is the argument that I'm trying to advance today, guys. We are underestimating this guy's impact. It's going to be immense. I don't even want to go to how so he's been missing for 3 months, and we've been so bad. Guys, we've done the watch alongs here when Dalot is put on the left back position, right? We build up. Anytime when Dalot is on the left back position, our build up phases are so no He sometimes boots the ball. I remember more than 3 watch alongs where I'm just shouting, Dalot, no, do not kick it. He just decides to just send it. And then it's a gift for the opposition team, And now with Luke Shaw on the left and Wan-Bissaka on the right, our build-ups are going to be so confident, so strong, that we are going to see a pattern of play, because we've only been seeing it from the right, and you guys are not seeing this picture as clearly as I am, R10. Take a look at it for a second with a bird's eye view and look at how anytime when Dalot is there, Reguilon has been a lot better anytime we're in possession of the ball on left back. No doubt. But Reguilon hasn't been always there. And now remember also Luke Shaw when he has somebody breathing down his neck. Because Malacia is still not back fully yet. He's not even in team training yet. I think Martinez is more advanced in his recovery road than Malacia. So I'm just trying to highlight the fact that we're about to see even Galatasaray. Luke Shaw will be cooking, and we're going to be eating. Mark my words, R10. Everton will pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Come on, Everton, you can do it. Luan, hold on. Who are you rooting for right now, Luan? Everton will pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Not against us. Everton, I want Everton, Luan. I have a very good friend actually who loves Everton, lives in Vermont. Big up to you. Waiting for you to call in, by the way. But she definitely she'll have a lot to say about this. But my main point is I do not wish anything bad, the downfall on Everton. I just want to beat them this weekend, this Sunday, and then then they can pull themselves up and get it together. Then I can chant that chant with you, Luan. That's all I'm trying to say. I want eriktenhag to stay. He's bakakala. He's doo-doo. He's trash, says Coutinho. Luan, been better today. Yo, big up to you guys for communicating between you guys as well. I love it when it's our community. When you're in the chat, please. Sometimes you have to be listening to what the other person is saying in the chat and not just me, and also respond to that as well. I really, really appreciate that so much. R10, And Luan, yeah, right? That's exactly how I responded. And then, oh no, your jokes are just fine, Stephanie. No, R10, they need to do well right after this weekend. Now I'm catching up. Oh Lord, oh Lord. What do you guys think about Wan-Bissaka, says Luan? I just caught up, Luan. Thank you. Sometimes I'll be late on the comments, Wan-Bissaka. For me, he is somebody that we need to keep, and we need to get rid of the other guy. I know we had a really, really amazing season pre-Qatar with Dalot, but the combination of Wan-Bissaka is like brown bread, Dalot is like white bread, or the other way around, But we just need somebody who's in between, both fullbacks, like somebody who can combine the attributes. You know how Coutinho's team just let go of Cancelo. Why couldn't we just try and lure Cancelo over? I'm more invested and more interested in the project of Wan-Bissaka learning to cross and learning his offensive duties more than Dalot learning his defensive duties. Just my opinion. That's just why I'm saying we might need to really think about getting rid of the other guy, because at the end of the day, I know my friend Mark, he's Dalot FC pretty much. The same way Luan is Rashford FC, Mark is Dalot FC I think he might even have a Dalot tattoo. Somebody also who's been on this channel who loves Dalot and has a very strong relationship with Dalot is what's his name? Faz. Yeah. He's got I've seen several pictures of him and Dalot taking pictures together. I'm like, yeah, they definitely know each other, and I'm sure they'd be disappointed to hear me say this, but I think that guy, he gotta go.
Get out of here, man.
He gotta go unless he shows me that he can defend and show some stability versus, some world-class wingers, versus some top Premier League wingers. I'm tired of Dalot looking shaky, and then, Mitoma is over here cooking him, putting him on toast. Coutinho is correcting me, says Cancelo can defend to save his life, but Cancelo for me is better defensively than Dalot. Don't you think, Coutinho? R10 says, I sound like I'm blaming Dalot for our bad results. Bro, R10, I can think of 4 mistakes just this season. And I did not plan on running an agenda against Diogo Dalot tonight at all. But why do I remember 4 mistakes just this season? Oh Lord. This show took a left turn, and I do not wanna. I'm really curious what Coutinho says. I would rather Dalot than.
Oh my God!
Really? Guys, I don't think you guys understand the significance of Coutinho's comment. A Manchester City fan would rather have Dalot over Cancelo. Really?
Make it make sense, blood.
He's being honest, 100%. Wow. Bro, no, this conversation we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue this one. I am not. Wow. I think you're just saying this because Pep Guardiola was done with him. Yes, Luan, Coutinho is a Manchester City fan. And he would rather. What has Dallo done? Like, Coutinho, don't you remember? Like, for me, there was like 3 or 4 key players for Man City last season that when Man City were out of answers, right? They could turn to like Bernardo Silva. They could turn to Kevin De Bruyne, obviously. They could turn to Gundogan from the bench. And then the other person was Cancelo. Cancelo is more of a game changer offensively than, say, Kyle Walker, in my opinion. But I'm a Man United fan that is very limited knowledge about Manchester City. So I really, 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 want to hear your opinion on this, and we'll discuss it further. Coutinho says he cost us at Anfield last year. Mo Salah spun. Oh yes, I remember. But there's just like one moment, and then there was like maybe another moment as well where Cancelo also made one error, and then then Man City were the victims of a counterattack. But like that happens, bro. That's a mistake that happens. It's football, In my opinion, Cancelo for me has a lot more to offer, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you would choose him over Dallo. But anyway, Walker is clear of Bumcelo. He called him Bumcelo. He convinced, bro. This is such an enlightening stream for me to learn this. Wan-Bissaka was saying. Luan was saying, did you guys ever see the Aaron Wan-Bissaka documentary? Respect his journey. Luan, thank you for mentioning that. I am going to make sure that I check it out. I have not seen the Aaron Wan-Bissaka documentary. We got 14 people that are just tuned in. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. It's a late night stream settings. My name is Botswanapapi. It's the Football Power Hour. We've been talking about Diogo Dallo. We've been talking about Bumcelo. Coutinho, I blame you for this. We've been talking about Cancelo, and the main point of discussion at this moment right now was Diogo Dallo. Coutinho, Manchester City fan, says he would rather take Diogo Dallo over Cancelo, and that was a major surprise for me. I'm like, come on now. But Coutinho says, nah, I'm the one that's the crackhead here. So we will continue this conversation at a different time when we are on a phone, Otherwise, we'll never finish. But I want to also just touch on one other thing that intrigued me today in the football world. I was just checking the news, just going around and scrolling, and then, on Op Watch, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be wary. There is a man called Mr. Nkunku from Chelsea Football Club. This guy has been actually in the Chelsea books for some time, and his appearance has been hampered by injury. But this guy is a chef. This guy is a signing that, for me, I was jealous of when Chelsea completed the signing. Because Nkunku is somebody that you know how there is players like Julian Alvarez. For me, Nkunku is in that ilk, He is not that far away. He's somebody that is, I know we're yet to see what he's going to do in the Premier League, but what he has shown, the potential that he has shown, and the type of profile of player that he is, for me, I am very wary that Chelsea has now had a real significant boost to their striking options, and now there's somebody that could potentially actually work with either Cole Palmer, Sterling. He's going to really, really have a good chemistry with Sterling, and potentially that other kid, Broha. I don't know about Jackson and Nkunku, but for me, I'm more excited about Nkunku's contribution to the Chelsea's offensive lineup, and I will be watching with a close eye as a rival fan, being like, is this guy going to be the player that, he seems like he's going to be the perfect fit for a Pochettino type of system. And I'm a little bit scared of his potential impact. I've been over here bigging up Luke Shaw's impact and saying it's going to be big. He is going to have a very good chemistry with Rasmus Højlund, but I feel like the Premier League is not ready for that Nkunku and Cole Palmer and Sterling lineup. You heard it here first. Crackhead predictions, crackhead thoughts. Luen is saying, does your mark say grandfather? Yes, it does. It does say Grandfather Mountain, North Carolina. Big up to North Carolina, by the way. Big up to everybody that's tuned in. We are at 9 likes with 11 people tuned in. Late night stream. Yo, shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. Yo, am I, guys, this Nkunku guy, you have to know he will be cooking very soon. And I know Chelsea Dan, he is somebody who is so excited about this player. And talking about things. Well, by the way, we're in the segment of the show where we're just going through news. Sometimes some things will be a little bit back and forth, a little bit haphazard and not necessarily arranged in order. But I want to just talk about there's an advertisement right now near Old Trafford that is almost feeling like it's a little bit of a troll to me. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is an ad by Checker Trade. They said, leaky roof, check. Leaky defense. There's some things that even Checker Trade can't fix.
Oh my God!
For me, that sounds like, come on now. Come on. You could do better.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Are they actually taking a dig at him? They definitely are, because we all know that the roof is leaky at Old Trafford. But Checker Trade is out here trolling our club they decided to put that right next to Old Trafford. Come on now, Checker Trade. Make it make sense now. Be nice. Times are peak at Man United. They do not know. They do not know, at Man United. They don't know. They should. Oh. Stephanie says Ralph Rangnick really rated him. Who? Nkunku. Ralph is somebody we need to bring back at Man United. The talent ID that Ralph Rangnick had is what we really need. The fixing Man United is not. There's the leaky roof. That one, we need some serious plumbers to do that. But fixing Man United is not as difficult, in my opinion, as some people may think it is. It's just getting a few key personnel in there that really care about the club and that have a vision and that have the IQ, like Ralph Rangnick. That's the guy with the talent IQ that we need, Hopefully he does well, says Luan on Nkunku. Yes, hopefully he does well, and as long as it's not against Man United. That's why the Glazers, Joel Glazer,
Get out of here, man!
Abraham Glazer, you as well.
Get out of here, man!
If you haven't hit the like button or subscribed and you're one of the 12 people watching,
get out of here, man!
Come on now. We were yesterday's stream. I enjoyed it so much, guys. Thank you for watching it. For pulling up Luan. It was fun because we hit a really, really amazing milestone in terms of the numbers. Recently I think we had about almost 300 views on that one, you know? And I was like, okay. Not bad. So make sure, by the way, you hit the like button and help the channel get a little bit more visibility. And it's just it. And I want, if you've already been doing that, I want to thank you, because all those little things are just kind of contributing towards the channel getting a little bit more exposure. And yeah, I appreciate you so much. We've reached the hour mark, and I want to just keep talking about just the other news. Hold on, let me just share quickly. Oh, something that I saw that was really interesting, by the way, is the comments by Cafu, Brazil legend Cafu, somebody that I admire so much. And he had this to say, by the way: I was made a player by crossing more than 150 balls after training.
Oh my God!
150, guys, right? He went on to say, today, fitness coaches don't let athletes take these kind of extra drills. Fullbacks with the quality of Dani Alves, Cafu, and Roberto Carlos will hardly show up again. That kind of touched my heart in a different way. I was like, I'm trying to get excited about Luke Shaw, you know, Roberto Carlos, you know. He's actually not bad with the crossing. That's the whole reason why I was on the Luke Shaw hype. Like, this is Cafu right there, one of my favorite fullbacks ever. That's Dani Alves over there, another fullback that I'll forever respect, you know. And Roberto Carlos as well, he used to have the crosses. I mean, there's still fullbacks that really cross well at the end of the day. Like today, we still see Trent Alexander-Arnold having that good cross, that accurate cross. Robertson also has a really good cross as well. So the crossing is not really dead as much as my man is trying to make it, as much as Cafu is trying to make it seem. But there is some ring of truth though in it, that, you know, the fitness coaches don't put a lot of emphasis into whipping balls in. And I feel like this is exactly what Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs. Put in 150 balls after training every day, where it's not you setting yourself up and then crossing, you know, or you crossing on a dead ball situation. You need to almost recreate the pressure conditions where you're receiving the ball that's not a soft pass, and you have to try and cross it to an intended target. That's the only way, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you can improve your crossing. Come on, man. You can do it. I'm more excited about your journey. Come on. Anyway, one more like till we get to 10 likes, by the way. Hey, Papi, did you see my chicken foot soup? No, Luan, I have not seen it. I have not seen it. You know, I might have to make sure that are you on X, by the way, Luan? Are you on Twitter X or Instagram? Because if you put it on Insta as well, I'll make sure that I go check it out. Because I told you that I was having some issues with my Facebook yesterday. Those issues have not been resolved yet. Luan is asking, isn't Dani Alves in jail in Spain?
Oh my God!
Yeah, you're right. Dani Alves is in the mud for some not so pretty charges that we will not bring up on today's pretty stream, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Please make sure you let me know what your Instagram handle is, Luan. I am the Football Power Hour. It's not Football Power Hour. So make sure you follow the right account. And I'm sure if you look on the YouTube account, there's actually a link that leads you to my Instagram account. So if you want to follow your boy on that to support, please do that. You'll get the link to the Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram, all the social media apps that I'm on. Let's connect on those ones as well. My name is botswanapapi. We've definitely gone way over than I was hoping. And oh man, I have to share this before we close today's stream. I really want to just say, guys, Luann, I thank you for sharing that with you, for sharing what you shared on Facebook, because when you share on your Facebook account, some people definitely checked out the channel, and I appreciate the love. Somebody sent me something that is pertaining to the channel, and I'm about to actually see what that thing is. I do not know. So I figured, you know what? I saw I show Speed open up a package on stream, so I was like, I might as well open up a package and see what it is, you know? So I got my scissors right here. Let me make sure I don't show my address. I got the package right here. Apparently, you know, it's something. All right, let's go with this that I might like. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. Interesting packaging. All right, all right, all right. What if? Oh. Oh, oh shit! Oh no! Yeah, boy! Yeah, buddy! Okay. All right. Let me do this because I got a big ass head. Because I got a big head. Hold on. Oh, this is dope. This is big up to the homie Joe for sending me this. Not Joe Blackman, but Joe in Botswana. He's definitely what a oh, yo. It's got the YouTube too. That's dope. That's dope. Oh, yo. Oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Joe. He's like, he has a company called Latina AB, and actually, man, Luann, talking about following people and supporting people, I have to spread some love on Joe's thing, man. He's got a company. He's been on this channel actually when we were talking about some stuff in Brazil. We're talking about the funeral of Pele, and you know, because Joe speaks Portuguese, but he's from Botswana as well, so his Portuguese is way better than my Portuguese because he's actually, you know, been to Brazil and like lived in a Portuguese environment and so forth. But anyway, so Joe has a company called Latina AB that is actually what's the word? It's a translating company. You know, it's an international company and so forth. And I guess this is the cap to his company. So anyway, I just want to share his LinkedIn because like he usually like he's always like we're always talking about his LinkedIn. So let me make sure I can open it up on yeah, there we go. I found it, and I'm gonna share it on the stream. So if anybody wants to support Joe, oh man, wait, why is it giving me issues now? Sign in as Football Power Hour. Boom. Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on. I'm not trying to. Let me do this the right way and say, boom. Guys, there we go. Now there, a security code. Why are they sending me a security code? I just trying to share. Oh man, whatever. Okay. Let me just share his website, and then that definitely has his LinkedIn. LatinaAB.co.bw. There you go. Boom. Latina hyphen AB. Why you got the hyphen in there? This guy. All right, there it is. Anyway, yeah, there we go. It's an independent consulting firm that is, about business development and business strategy and so forth. But anyway, he's a very, 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 big sports enthusiast as well. So that's how we end up collaborating on this channel. But this is Joe's website in case anybody wants to support the brother. Damn. Look at that. Boom. I just have to share your thing, fam. I have to share thank you so much for the caps. I have to share your business and say anybody that follows me and wants to support this guy, here you go. Just go to this website, click on Latina AB and follow his LinkedIn, support his business, yeah, etc. That's how we'll end the show. I'm so grateful for this surprise. Wow. Okay, the rest of Football Power Hour caps. That's sick. I'm so grateful. I'm more than grateful to you as well, Luann, to you, Stephanie, to you, R10, everybody that tuned in, Manj, Khan, everybody that tuned in and commented in this small community as well. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. This made my day. Oh, soon we'll have Football Power Hour merch. It's nice. Stephanie says, if the cap fits, wear it. No. Exactly, Stephanie. Luan says, I'll send my address. You mean for the other one? We might have to do a giveaway, Yay. Thank you for finding me on this stuff. Appreciate it. Yeah, Steph, send that address. Like, we're going to send it to North Island. For real. Yo, wow. What a day. What a way to end the show. And, yeah, I want to just say one more time, man, how appreciative I am. Tomorrow is Thursday. One more day, we sleep one more time, and then the Premier League returns. I cannot wait. We're definitely going to do a preview for the Man United Everton game tomorrow, as well as another stream where we just preview the rest of the fixtures. And then also, don't forget, there's the happy hour on Friday. Do not miss that one. Oh, and do not miss this one. I want to wear all of them. This is ridiculous. There we go. My name is Botswanapapi. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget, hit the like button. We out of here. Football Power Hour.